Have you ever waited for something so intensely that it's all you can think about? A phone call, a message, a sign that you're on the right path? Well, imagine waiting for a promise made by the Son of God himself. After Jesus ascended to heaven, his followers were left in a state of limbo. They were a small, frightened group, huddled together in Jerusalem. Jesus had told them to wait. Wait for a gift, a promise from the Father. He called it the Helper, the Holy Spirit. But what did that even mean? What would it look like, feel like? So they waited, and they prayed. For 10 long days they gathered united in prayer, their hearts filled with a mixture of hope and uncertainty. The city of Jerusalem was bustling outside, filled with people from all over the world for the festival of Pentecost. But inside that room there was just waiting. Then on the 10th day it happened. It didn't start with a whisper. It started with a roar. Suddenly, a sound like the blast of a violent rushing wind came from heaven and filled the entire house where they were sitting. This wasn't a gentle breeze rustling the curtains. This was a powerful, audible force that shook the very foundations of the room. Can you imagine the shock? The sheer awe? They must have looked at each other, eyes wide, hearts pounding in their chests. The promise was here, and just as they were trying to process the sound, something even more incredible appeared. They saw what looked like tongues of fire, a single flame that separated and came to rest on each one of them. Not a fire that burned or consumed, but a fire that illuminated, a visible sign of a divine presence settling upon each person individually, the same Spirit, yet a personal flame for every single believer in that room. The Helper had arrived, not as a gentle dove this time, but as wind and fire, power and presence. The moment the fire rested on them, the room erupted, but not in chaos. It erupted in praise. These ordinary men and women, fishermen and tax collectors, were suddenly filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other languages they had never learned. It wasn't gibberish. It was a torrent of glorious praise to God, flowing from their lips in dialects from all across the known world. The promise wasn't just an experience, it was an empowerment. They were no longer a small, frightened group hiding in a room. They were a bold, Spirit-filled people, equipped to carry a message of hope to the ends of the earth. Starting with the diverse crowd right outside their door, the wait was over. A new chapter had begun.